Today we're gonna learn how to win Rook Endgames. Now for a lot of people, Rook Endgames are one of the toughest endgames to master, but if you ask me, they are one of the easiest endgames you can get, and I will show you why. Now here in this position I was black and I was a pawn up, and I just took another pawn here on d6. Now this doesn't seem very logical because, you know, the bishop can take the knight and then he can win this pawn here with a check, but you will see why this is just winning for black. Now I went to g6 with the king, my opponent went to b7. Now here I played rook to e6 check, which is a very nice move, because after king to f2 I can play f4. Now this is really a brilliant move, guys, that shows you how to essentially win these types of endgames. Now the first important thing is to have an active king, of course. This is crucial in all endgames. Now second important thing we can see is to create passed pawns. Here we didn't have any passed pawns, but we have a 3-1 majority on this side of the board, so we want to use it. That's why you play f4, even sacrificing this pawn for a second, just to create yourself a passed pawn. So here white took the pawn. If the opponent didn't take the pawn, of course we can just play f3, create a protected passed pawn with the threats of activating our rook here on the second rank, which would be deadly. That's why white just took, and I played king to f5, activating the king, of course. Now I'm just threatening to take this pawn here, having an active king with dangerous passed pawn here, and also the rook could join the game, also with mating threats to the opponent's king. So that's why here he just defended the pawn, and I played rook to d6 check, of course, moving this king away. Now of course white can't go here because we just have a checkmate in one move. That's why he has to go back to f2, and I just play rook to b3, defending this pawn which was attacked by this rook, and also attacking this pawn and this pawn, and we just created ourselves a crazy big advantage here. As you can see, the king is active, the rook is active. This is also a very important thing in rook endgames, of course. The rooks want to be attacking things and they just want to be in an active position. We also have the passed pawn, like we said. So here white played a5, trying to at least create some counterplay. Of course I can't take this because my rook falls. That's why I just took this one with a check. The king went back, protecting the pawn. But what do? Of course we give another check, forcing it back. And now we have to deal with this pin here, this thing. I just played b5, going forward with our pawn. And after white played a6, I just took the pawn here on f4. And after a7, we have to do something about this pawn. You know, we don't want it to promote, but we don't play this move here. Of course, we first give this king a check. You know, just the king can't go forward. It has to go back. We want to get the king in a worse position than he was before. And this is of course on the last rank, where it could easily get mated. You know, we could have some mating threats or just promote the pawn here easier. Of course now if white does nothing, I will go forward, threatening mate. The king will have to move. I will move my pawn forward, again threatening mate, and he's just going to lose the game. So that's why white took the pawn here and I took this pawn, and now we're just two clear pawns up here, easily winning. White gave me a check, and now I slowly but surely went on to win this game here. So guys, remember, in the rook endgames, and of course the endings in general, you want to have a very active king, passed pawns that can promote to a queen, and of course active pieces, as you saw in this example. Guys, if you like this video, please watch more of them. And yeah, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next video.